My name is Tom Prescott, and I have the fortunate benefit of being the president of Seaway Hotels Corp., where one of the crown jewels of our portfolio is the Biltmore Hotel, the iconic landmark. So the Biltmore is unique in so many ways. And again, I'm one of those people that's drinking the Kool-Aid, not just because it's my stewardship of the landmark now, but because I recognize the importance that it has played and continues to play with the city of Coral Gables and South Florida as a whole. But the Biltmore is actually surrounded by its own golf course. The original one of which actually was a 36-hole golf course, which then separated earlier in the century. Part of that went to form the Riviera golf course versus the remaining 18 holes of a Donald Ross Championship golf course surrounding the Biltmore itself. I think that George Merrick, along with his business relationship with Mr. Bowman, recognized how important this building would be in so many ways. It being the largest, tallest structure in the general area, built before we even had Miami International Airport, obviously. When they first conceived of this idea, this dream, was back in 1924. But he had that vision. And a short time after, about 5 months later, in the middle of March of 25, they broke ground. And then less than a year after that, in January of 1926, the Biltmore opened to a grand gala, followed on the 14th of January, 1926, and then the next day, it actually opened its doors to the public. For the Biltmore, it went through a number of transitions and evolutions. When it first opened its doors in 1926, it was arguably one of the most beautiful structures in the entire country. But then, of course, in September of 1926, a massive hurricane, the storm that obviously leveled a lot of South Florida, and then you had the Great Depression. That kind of put a bit of a halt on the building craze that was going on in this area. But again, his vision was that this will weather the storm. Then you kind of go through that jazz age, if you will, all the way up to the war in 1942. At that point, the Biltmore, like many other iconic structures in the country, had to do its part and serve the country, and it did, becoming the Army Air Force Regional Hospital, later known as Pratt General. I view my stewardship of the landmark as something that's a great honor. It's something I'm proud of. My father was proud of it, and he continues to be a pillar in the community, and he's proud of that. He lives in Coral Gables as well. The Biltmore can be held as a beacon by which to look at and judge the rest of the broader community to preserve it in that fashion.